Right, so it's come to this. This country has come to this. For fuck's sake, this is just a useless country we live in. You understand when you watch this video, and I will put a link into the description, then I will talk afterwards. But I really recommend you listen to this for a minute, and just have some respect and some dignity for these poor people who are facing terrible times.
At the moment, we hang on by our fingertips.
Andy Nolan from Townsend Street in Dublin became homeless after serving with the Irish Defence Forces for 6 years. During that time, he was posted along the border and in Lebanon.
My marriage broke up and I found myself homeless, going from Billy to Jack, and then I end up sleeping rough in a derelict building.
Andy is taking part in the Sleeping Flags campaign, but for the past 5 years he's been living in Smithfield at the Brunafin Hostel for Veterans.
It's great that you can have your own bed, you can have your own shower every morning, and you can have 3 meals a day up there. It's a lot safer up there than it would be sleeping on the street.
Andy is one of 30 veterans living in the shelter, which is run by the Organisation of National Ex-Service Personnel. It was set up after 3 homeless soldiers died on the streets of Dublin in the 1980s. The organisation says greater psychiatric care should be provided to those who've served with the Defence Forces.
They come back, they've seen things that I could never ever imagine, and that has an effect when somebody goes back to live with their loved ones. All of a sudden they're in a situation where they're not equipped for.
While protocol dictates the tricolour shouldn't touch the ground, those behind the campaign say they're using the flag as a symbolic protest to highlight how homelessness affects those who've served under it. Sharon Gaffney, RTE News, Dublin.
Just to say, that picture alone says 1,000 words. This is outside the GPO, where men died for this republic in which we should treasure dearly, and should treasure all our servicemen and all our servicewomen and every man and every woman of this nation. But as we can see this is the GPO. Men died in this ground in the back, in this part of the GPO. Men fought and died for this republic we will live in today. And the no protocol does say that the Irish flag should never touch the ground. Ever, ever, ever. I say that the heroes of 16 and every man who died for Ireland's freedom would say and would pardon these people, because it is a disgrace. Not because they have the flag in the ground, not because they're showing this disgrace towards Ireland or anything like that. Nothing to do with them. It's disgrace to the government that these poor men have to sleep. Some men, and some of them, as we said, there's 30 in a hostel place for veterans, which wouldn't be probably ideal too. There should be more. This is just a joke, and I'm really pissed off with it. I'm not pissed off with these people. I'm pissed off with the government, because literally, that picture there, that says over 1 million words. That's something that I would, if I was the Taoiseach or the person, I would literally cry at night time looking at. Because even the person, because he's still a commander-in-chief, no matter what happens to them. And he sits up in the hours and he says that he'd sleep in the tent if he got the opportunity, but he won't go and sleep in the tent. I think President Higgins should be really ashamed of himself. Like, they probably gather as their commander-in-chief. But that picture alone says 1 million words. And I would like to say to everybody, this campaign, I'm going to put whatever I can to try and raise more awareness of this campaign. I'm trying to remember what it was. A Sleeping Flags campaign. Please go and support it on Twitter and Facebook and hashtag it around the whole country. Let's get this video out. And let's show how hypocrite this government is and how much of an evil state we live in, that will let men who served, as one woman said, and seen horrific things over in other countries. And now, do you know what we do? This is everybody in Ireland. We should just take our socks and pull them up. Because that alone, this even picture alone tells you 1 million things. That this man is begging for his country's support. And that's really what he's doing with his tricolour. He's begging for the people of Ireland to stand up and help him, and to stand up and help everybody. And this is a calling sign for everybody to stand up and to say that this is our republic, this is our national flag, and these are our people who have been left on the streets, who have been abandoned, people who have served years and years and years in the defence forces. Even only people have been left in the street. And we are neglecting them. We're not forcing the government. We're not pressurising the government enough. We're not doing enough as people. You may say we have our own problems. Not. I understand that people do have their own problems. But there's always time to protest. There's always time to rise up and to say to the government, look it, yous are a pile of cunts. Get up and sort it, or we'll sort yous out. Because this poor man here, I salute him with all my might. Because this man is a true son of Ireland. He's a true soldier, and he's a true patriot. And I admire his courage, because I know for a fact if I had to sleep in the tricolour bag, even on the ground, even if I wasn't sleeping in it, even put tricolour on the ground, I wouldn't forgive myself. But to see this man having to do this, I understand why he has to do this. But the one thing I don't understand is, why do we let this happen? Why do we let the government... Why is this gone so far that we can't put a stop to it? Like, this is getting out of control. We need to put a stop in it now. We need to put a stop. We can't let this happen anymore. We can't. We have to keep fighting for these people, for this man who went out and served every one of us. Even if we weren't alive back then when he went out to serve, he served us with honour and pride. And the only thing he asks us to do is to respect the servicemen of Ireland. Respect even the only people who are homeless. But the only thing we should do is we should raise our voices and make sure the government hears how much of outrage this has caused. And not to care. The government, I don't get them. I really don't get them. Veterans would be on my top priority. And I don't get the president. Like, if that was me, if I was president, and I'm really just going to say this out, I'd be there in 10 seconds. That's literally the thing. If as soon as it's on the news, I'd be out the door in 5 seconds. Where do you go to see him and everything? That was the point. But I never see Michael Higgins open his fucking gob because he's over in the United Kingdom and licking up to them. And that's the simple truth. This man over here used to serve, I don't know, probably under Clinton's, when Clinton was president, Patrick Hillary or something. I had Patrick Hillary, I can't remember now. He probably served during that time, during the 70s. So, it's up to Michael D. Higgins really, because these are his people. These people who his former presidents used to be in charge of. And as I said in the beginning of the video, he probably will force them as commander-in-chief still. Anyway, thank you for watching. Such a cut of a country we live in. I mean, literally, like, you can wonder why people commit suicide. That's to be honest. You can wonder why, because literally in this country, it would push you to it. Everything pushes you to it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm not even going to bother saying subscribe more because I'm that proud of just looking at poor people just lying in misery and suffering in this country, especially outside the GPO. Like, that's just putting a damper on my day.